for a strike. And we saw that a lot in the first game of the small ball from Cyprus. This team doesn't have a lot of power, no home runs on the season. If they're going to try to advance the runners and play small. It's 0-1. That was inside for a ball.
Wonder if the game plan here is going to change for Cypress, as after that third inning in game one, Palomar jumped out huge.
This one's popped up. Karam calls it and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. The next batter will be Carly Parmenter, the right fielder for the Chargers.
Nice job by Karam there, calling off Huberger. You saw it in game one. Cypress had a play that ended up turning into a run.
Runner steals towards second, throw in there, not in time, as Kyle steals her 24th bag on the year. And that pitch to Parmenter was in there for a strike, so it'll be 0-1. The runner on second, already in scoring position for Cypress. And this one's ripped into center field. Gonzalez fields it. Runner goes home. And she actually stops at third. Nevaeh Haywood cuts that throw off. Runners at the corners. One out in the inning.
That was a shot that time for Parmenter. Lines it right back where it came from, into center field. Now runners in the corners, only one out for Cypress.
An interesting decision there by the third base coach to hold up the runner. That throw was going to be a good one on target there. And the batter, Galaviz, shows bunt in there for a strike.
Gonzalez that time out in center field through an absolute laser. Probably would have gotten her out.
So 0-1 on the cleanup hitter. This one popped up into center field. Gonzalez is there. The runner at third will tag. She will score. Throw to second. In time. And a double play to end the inning.
I think they're going to say that she was in there for the run before the out. But a heads-up play by Haywood to still get 2 outs on that play. Cutting it off, throwing to second for out number 3.
And that will end the inning. Final of 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first.
So, it's time to think about college. But what are you going to study? Let us help. We're Palomar College, and we train for success. The transportation sector is rapidly shifting from fossil fuels to alternative fuels. The demand for qualified technicians has never been higher. Our program addresses the current needs of the industry with an eye toward the future.
And welcome back, everyone, for the bottom of the first inning. Cypress up early, 1-0, as Brianna Lutz will lead things off for the Comets. She had a great game one of the doubleheader. She had a double that ended up scoring a run and a sac fly. First pitch in there, 4 strike on Lutz.
Yeah, and that sac fly was to end the game and win it for the Comets.
Ends the last game, starts the offense for Comets here. That's a ball taken upstairs.
Hey,
sorry, go ahead.
For Cypress, you see Tucker out there again. She started the game last time, let up 8 runs, including 2 home runs to the third batter in this lineup, Zoe Karam.
Yeah, and Tucker had been very good all season. Coming into the play, had a 1.59 ERA. This one's popped up towards the shortstop. She's there to make the catch for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 11, Josephine Huberger.
That'll bring up Josephine Huberger, the second baseman for the Comets.
Huberger went 0 for 3 in game 1.
Shows bunt, pulls it back. First pitch outside for a ball. Comets already down early here, 1-0. Ball 2 on Huberger. And the 2-0 pitch. Gets the outside edge for strike 1. This one's fouled back off the bat of Huberger. Evens up the count at 2-2.
Yeah, she was late on that pitch. Wonder if showing bunt might have thrown off her timing.
Karam is the batter on deck. Had 2 home runs in her game 1. 3-2 now on Huberger. Huberger has been one of the most consistent hitters on this Palomar squad all year long. And the 3-2. Grounded towards first. And put out at first for the second out of the inning. And now we'll bring up Zoe Karam, who had 2 home runs in game 1 of our doubleheader, her 6th and 7th on the year. And she is tied with Brianna Lutz for the team lead in homers.
Both those homers came off this pitcher, Tucker.
First pitch inside on Karam for a ball. Yeah, as you just mentioned, both those homers coming off of Tucker, pitcher. So we'll see if Karam can stay hot against this pitcher. 1-0. In there for a strike, evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, and you saw in game 1 when Karam came up for the 3rd time, that's when they pulled Tucker and brought in Del Castillo.
That one gets the outside corner for strike 2 on Zoe Karam.
Nice shot by Tucker, just finding the outside corners of the plate so far in this game.
So the 1-2 pitch. Fouled back.
Nice shot by Tucker again. Karam to chase one up high out of the zone. Wonder if she'll go back to that pitch here.
2 outs in the inning. The 1-2 pitch to Karam. Ripped into center field. Over the head of the center fielder. She came in on it. Flies over her head. And Karam's in there with a stand-up double.
And a misread that time by the center fielder. As you mentioned, she came in on that ball and just watched it go right over her glove, hitting that outfield fence. Nice piece of 2-strike hitting from Karam. She's now 3 for 3 against Tucker today.
Yeah, and I wonder, it looks like the center fielder, Kyle for Cypress, misread it off the bat, and that one just flew right over her head there.
I wonder maybe if it's the sun. We've seen that a couple times in game 1, Cypress battling the sun.
Now Depping, a swing and a miss there. Quickly 0-1 on the cleanup hitter. The 0-1. In there for strike 2. Now we'll have time called here as we have another visit out to the mound.
Already down 0-2 is Depping. She leads the team in strikeouts with 7, but when she's able to put one in play, she's been very, very strong at the plate.
So Depping will have an opportunity to tie the game up with a hit. The umpire finally makes his way up to the mound.
See the coach from Cypress back out there with that glove, and that's something Connor doesn't like.
Yeah, you've never really see that at any level. A coach go out with a glove during a mound visit. It's a catcher's mitt too. He's ready to go in there, take over behind the dish. So Depping will step back in with 2 strikes on her, 0-2. 2 outs in the inning. Karam, the runner at second, reached on a double. And the pitch. Hits her. Not what Cypress wants to do there. Had her 0-2 and hit her.
Coming right out of that mound visit too. Hits her on the first pitch. Maybe just stay in the dugout next time.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 15, Alexis Huey.
They'll bring up Alexis Huey, the right fielder. First pitch taken down the middle for a strike.
Huey in that last game 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
Now this one popped down the right field line. First baseman unable to make a play. It'll be 0-2 on Huey.
Tucker has done a great job so far in this first inning, getting in these 2-strike counts.
And the 0-2 pitch. Down low for a ball. Good take there from Huey. Ripped into left field. Over the head. 1-run will score. That's Karam. Depping stopped at third. And Huey with her RBI double to tie the game up at 1.
Another great piece of 2-strike hitting from the Comets. Seen that already in game 2 so far. And a nice little 2-out rally from the Comets. Tucker did a great job getting the first 2 batters out quickly. But the middle of this lineup, pretty much, well, really from top to bottom, this Comet team is very strong at the plate.
So we'll bring up Taylor Armstrong, the left fielder. Runners on second and third with 2 outs in this inning. That one clips the outside edge for a strike.
Armstrong had a great game in game 1. She went 3 for 3 with a double.
The 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 1.
You see Huey out there on second, getting a great lead after that pitch is thrown. She's looking to score on anything to the outfield.
This one smoked into right field. This one is off the glove. And the right fielder is down.
Oh, keep going. Inside the Parker.
And Armstrong makes it all the way to third. Coach wanted her to go home. And it's a bases clearing double for Taylor Armstrong. And now they'll go attend to the right fielder after that missed play.
Yeah, that's Carly Parmenter. You saw her smack against that fence out there, trying to make a play. But a great hit that time from Armstrong, slapping that one out into right center field. And a bases clearing 2 RBI triple. And this Comet team, who had 2 outs quickly in this first inning, has now put up 3 on the board.
And Armstrong belted that ball to right field. Almost found its way out. They're still attending to the right fielder out there. She's up on her feet. See if she's able to remain in this game, but it's a 3-1 Comets lead after that 2 RBI triple off the bat of Taylor Armstrong. And the Comets bats have been alive today in game 1 and in game 2.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if the Comets can take both games today against Cypress, if they can sneak into that number 1 spot. Definitely making a strong case for it. Currently the number 1 team is West Valley College.
Looks like the right fielder, Parmenter, is up on her feet now. Coaches and training staff starting to let her go, so she'll remain in the game. She smacked hard into that fence there.
Good to see her back up on her feet. Looks like she's just a little shaken up, but congrats to Parmenter, able to get back and stay in this game. Definitely don't want to see anyone get hurt out here.
So we'll bring up Dominic Garcia, catching both games this afternoon.
Now batting for the Comets, running 7th in order, the catcher, number 2, Dominique Garcia.
Garcia went 2 for 3 in game 1 with an RBI. Chance to get another RBI here with 2 outs.
So Armstrong, the runner at third. This one popped up into left field. Lopez is there, and that will end the inning. But the Comets strike for 3 runs. And they now have a 3-1 lead over Cypress as we head to the top of the second. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Are you interested in how language and communication can help shed light on global issues, struggles, and stories? Are you fascinated by building a world where people connect to each other through language, philosophy, ideas, and cultural expression? If so, then Humanities and Languages is the right Palomar pathway for you. This pathway prepares you to transfer to the UCs, CSUs, private and out-of-state universities. Or you can earn a certificate or degree and go straight to work. Some of the degrees and certificates in this pathway include American Sign Language or English Translation and Interpreting, English, Philosophy, and World Languages. Ready to learn more? To view all of the degrees and certificates in the Humanities and Languages pathway, be sure to visit the Palomar Pathways Mapper on the college website.
Leading off the top of
And
the
welcome
second
back,
inning,
everyone. Top of the second inning.
in the order, the designated
Getting
player,
ready to go
number
underway
42,
here.
Amanda Johansson.
And leading things off for Cyprus will be Amanda Johansson, the designated player.
She's a one player we didn't see in game one. She's batting .308 on the year.
Takes that first one up and in for a ball. Haywood still on the mound. Had a nice first inning, only allowing that one run. Next pitch in there for a strike, evens it up at 1-1. That one's inside. Ball 2. Haywood's 2-1 pitch. Just missed for ball 3 on Johansson. And outside ball 4. So the second walk allowed already in this game for Haywood.
Pitch runner coming in for Johansson. That's number 14, Monique Rojas.
And we'll have a mound visit now. Coach Eldridge going out there to talk with his infield. And stay tuned for interviews done by not only myself, but Trevor. You had the opportunity to talk with 2 of the Palomar players. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about that?
You know, it's been really cool out here for the stream team being able to get an inside look on these players. Something interesting that I found out that Lauren Depping, she was committed to a D1 university, but after some coaching changes, they pulled her scholarship offer, and she ended up coming here, and she said it's been a great opportunity. You know, also got to talk to Brianna Lutz, saying how she's looking to go back-to-back for PCA Conference Player of the Year. Definitely a strong candidate there.
And lays down a bunt, throw over to first, gets the runner. And the runner will move to second base. And there's now 1 out in the inning.
And Connor, you had the chance to talk to 2 of the Palomar coaches. You want to quickly talk about how that experience was?
Yeah, we had the opportunity to sit down with head coach Lacey Kraft and assistant Mark Eldridge to talk about the history of this program and their long-standing success. First pitch in there for a strike. So stay tuned for both of our interviews. They'll be coming out very shortly. Just awesome conversations, not only with the players that you had, but the coaches as well on this dominant Palomar team. Now this one popped into center field. Gonzalez racing back, gets there. Runner tags towards third. She'll be in there safely. Now 2 outs in the inning with a runner on third.
Yeah, it's been cool being able to talk with these players and coaches. For those, well, at least for my interviews, they'll be on social media, on Trevor Talk Sports. Connor, you want to kind of plug yourself, say where your interviews are going to be at so that people can find them?
Yeah, they'll be on Instagram at Connor LRSN_. They'll also be on YouTube. Unsure where those will be posted yet, but should be a fabulous interview coming soon. So 0-1 is the count. Taken upstairs for ball 1. It's Madeline Mainia, the first baseman. Two outs in the inning, runner on third. That one in there, strike 2, gets the inside corner.
Nice pitch there from Haywood.
Now 2 strikes. Haywood winding the pitch. Upstairs, 2-2. Now on Wainea. Now this one, jam shot. Shortstop Nuanez is there, and that will end the inning. So no damage done by the Chargers. It's still a 3-1 ball game as we head to the bottom of the second, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
So, it's time to think about college. But what are you going to study? Let us help. We're Palomar College, and we train for success. How about air conditioning and refrigeration? Experienced tradespeople are retiring, and equipment is becoming more sophisticated. So there's a tremendous need for entry-level heating and air conditioning technicians. Get your hands on the latest HVAC units in our state-of-the-art lab. Let our experienced staff break down the technical knowledge. Their training will give you everything you need to thrive in this exciting industry. In as little as 1 semester, you can go from beginner to employment ready. We receive numerous requests each semester from local companies looking to hire students. So start your career with one of the highest paying specialties in the service industry. Your new career is waiting, and Palomar will get you there.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Comets.
And we're back bottom of the second inning. Comets up 3-1. And the leadoff hitter is the center fielder, Giselle Gonzalez. First pitch in there for a strike on Gonzalez.
Gonzalez had a huge game in game 1, 2 for 3 with a double and a triple.
Now she pops this one up into left field, and that one is retired. So 1 out in the inning. And we'll bring up the shortstop, Nalia Nuanez.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 4, Nalia Nuanez.
First pitch, Nuanez taken for a ball.
Nuanez is looking for her first hit of the day. She went 0 for 2 in game 1.
Smacks this one. Nice play by the pitcher over to first. And that's the second out of the inning.
Tucker's done a great job in both innings to get the first 2 batters out quickly. But where she struggled last time was when she did have 2 outs, let up 3 runs after that.
And the lineup will turn over. It's Brianna Lutz. Popped out to the shortstop in her first at bat. Now smokes this one. And it's going to go foul. Absolutely ripped that off the bat there. Just unable to keep it in between the lines.
And that one was almost into the parking lot. She straightens that one out. That one's gone for sure.
And this one, another one. Crushed foul off the bat of Lutz. Quickly 0-2.
And you see the catcher Payne telling her pitcher Tucker to throw it outside. 2 straight pitches inside, and Lutz, she just has a bit better timing on that. She's leaving the yard for the 8th time this year.
So the 0-2 pitch to Lutz. Up and away for ball 1.
Payne was frustrated with her pitcher. Could have easily made it a 3-run ball game already.
Now Tucker winds in the 1-2. Outside, evens up the count at 2-2. I think Lutz is trying to challenge that pitcher to come back inside, taking those 2 out. And we'll have another mound visit here from the Cypress head coach.
Something you don't normally see is a mound visit during an at-bat. But Cypress loves to do that. They've done that a couple times in both games already.
We'll take this moment just to thank everyone for tuning in to the stream. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Palomar Athletics page. This is game 2 of our doubleheader here from Palomar College. I'm Connor Larson, and I'm joined here with Trevor Tanner. It's been a wonderful afternoon. Palomar with a dominant game 1 victory, 10-2, and they're up 3-1 here in the second game of the doubleheader.
This Palomar softball team, man, I mean, you just got to give it to them. They have been great for years. I mean, if you look out in left field, you got all their conference championships pretty much every year. Just a dominant program. Not something that you usually see in a junior college program with the high turnover rate, just playing 2 years, but great job by the coaching staff and the players to build such a strong program here at Palomar.
So the 2-2 pitch. Just missed. Great take from Lutz. And it's now a full count, 3-2, with 2 out in the inning.
Great job by Lutz working the 3-2 count.
Now she rips this one, grounder to second, on to first. Not in time. Lutz able to beat it out. And the infield single keeps the inning alive.
Nice hustle by Lutz to get to first and beat that throw out.
Second baseman number 11.
That hustle really sets the tone for this team. You know, ground ball to second base with 2 outs in the inning. A lot of players would be jogging that out. Lutz full sprint, able to beat it out. Now Huberger bunts, that one falls right down, and everyone's going to be safe.
Talk about a textbook bunt there from Huberger. Coming out of the box, and a perfectly placed bunt. Cypress thought it was going to go foul, but that just died right at the third base foul line.
They caught that Cypress defense sleeping there. So now runners at first and second, 2 outs in the inning, and Zoe Karam is up to the plate. She's done damage already today.
She had a double already with 2 outs. See if another 2-out rally is brewing for the Comets.
First pitch fouled down the right field line and out of play. Karam, like you mentioned, with a double in her first at bat. 2 home runs in game 1.
She can hit another ball out of the yard here. That would really put the Comets on top big time and set the tone here in game 2.
Now this one popped up into left field, and that will end the inning. So no runs for the Comets, keeps the ball game at 3-1 as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. And we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Second inning, no runs on 2 base hits, 2 runners left.
Are you interested in a career protecting people and working with the public during times of crisis? Or do you want to work in a medical setting and help people recover from accidents or illnesses and live a healthy and fulfilling life? If so, then Health and Public Service is the right Palomar pathway for you. This pathway prepares you to transfer to the UCs, CSUs, private and out-of-state universities. Or you can earn a certificate or degree and go straight to work. Some of the degrees and certificates in this pathway include Administration of Justice, Nursing, Basic Police Academy, Fire Technology and Fire Academy, Paramedic Training, and Registered Dental Assistant. Ready to learn more? To view all of the degrees and certificates in the Health and Public Service pathway, be sure to visit the Palomar Pathways Mapper on the college website.
Ninth in the order, the left fielder, number 15, Jazzy.
And we're back live from Palomar College, top of the 3rd inning in game 2. Comets up 3-1. And it's the number 9 hitter, Jazzy Lopez. First pitch in there for a strike. So the 0-1 pitch, bunt fouled back. And it's 0-2 on the left fielder.
She had just one AB in game 1 and struck out. Now quickly down 0-2.
Now Haywood's pitch. Looped into left field, and that one will get down for a single as Lopez reaches on that hit.
Nice job by Lopez, kind of chasing one out of the zone. Threw her bat out and was able to get a little blooper in the left field for a leadoff single.
And the lineup will turn over. It's Ania Kyle.
The center fielder, number 7, Banana Kyle.
Had a walk and then ended up scoring in the first inning. First pitch upstairs for a ball. 1-0 on Kyle, the center fielder. Outside runner steals towards second. Throw not in time. Lopez with a stolen base.
Nice slide there by Lopez, finding the outside part of that bag, because that throw was dang near perfect on time.
The count will be 2-0 on Kyle. Runner on second, nobody out in the inning. Shows bunt, unable to connect there. Be a strike on Kyle.
Lopez stealing her 9th bag of the year.
That one gets the outside corner, strike 2. And Cypress head coach will call another timeout, talk something over with his batter and his runner.
Started the 3rd timeout of this game by the Cypress coach. Mid at bat too. Cypress has a chance to get back in this game with a runner in the scoring position, nobody out, and back to the top of the lineup.
So the count is 2-2 on Ania Kyle. Rips that one into center field. It's going to get through. Lopez being waved home. She stops at third. So runners at the corners with nobody out here. And Cypress has something brewing here.
You've seen Cypress already twice this game playing conservative on the base pass. That's the 2nd time already that they've held the runner at third. Last time they weren't able to get any runs out of it. Let's see what they can do here with 2 on, nobody out.
We'll bring up Michaela Modis, the shortstop. 0 for 1 this afternoon. Shows bunt, takes it for a strike.
You wonder if Kyle out there at first base is going to try to steal second with the infield crashing in when Modis is showing bunt like that. Would be a great opportunity to move the runners.
The 0-1. Smoked into center field. This one is gone! A 3-run homer, and Cypress has taken a 4-3 lead.
What a shot there from Modis. Showed bunt in her first pitch and then takes the next one out of the yard. And Cypress has taken the lead.
And how about that being the first home run for Cypress all season? Coming here in the top of the 3rd inning, and the Chargers have taken a 4-3 lead, and there's nobody out in this inning.
Yeah, a great spot for the first homer of the year. Already down by 2 in this doubleheader.
First pitch taken for a ball on the batter, Parmenter. in there for a strike, 1-1. Parmenter had a jumping catch in right field, and she crashed down hard, still in this ball game. Next pitch in there for a strike.
That was just the 4th home run all year that Haywood has let up.
Now the 1-2. Taken high for a ball. Evens up the count at 2-2. Now Haywood winds in the pitch. That one ripped down the left field line, and it's going to get down. Heading towards second and getting in there easily with a stand-up double. Carly Parmenter keeps this offense rolling.
What a 3rd inning here from Cypress. All 4 batters that have come up have gotten on base with a hit, and there's still nobody out in this inning.
So now Michaela Galaviz, the 3rd baseman, is up. First pitch taken right down the middle for a strike.
Gotta wonder if Palomar has anyone warming up in the bullpen. Haywood has struggled in this game so far.
Next one in there, strike 2 on Galaviz. Comets still looking for their first out of the inning.
Nice shot by Haywood, getting ahead 0-2.
Now this one popped. Lutz unable to make a play. That one's off the glove of Nuanez. As the runner Parmenter will head to 3rd. Galaviz reaches on a single. There'll be runners at the corners with nobody out.
And Cypress already with 6 hits in this game. That's how many they had in game 1. So they have come out of the gates here in game 2, swinging away.
The designated player, number 42, Amanda Johansson.
So Amanda Johansson is in at the plate, a 308 hitter.
She walked her first time up.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Shows bunt, pulls it back, in there for a strike. Comets desperately need to get an out here.
Gotta wonder what the call was. That ball was right down the middle of the plate. She pulled back.
Now this one's ripped foul. 0-2 on Johansson. And I mean, Haywood's had opportunities to get these out. She's had multiple 2-strike counts and has been unable to finish.
Yeah, both teams so far have done great with 2 strikes.
Now the 0-2. Popped foul. We'll redo the 0-2.
This 3rd inning for Cypress looking similar to the 3rd inning in game 1 for Palomar.
That one check swing upstairs for a ball.
Good pitch from Haywood. Almost got her to chase in the 0-2 count.
And it'll be 1-2 on Johansson. Runners at 1st and 3rd, nobody out. That one's popped up. And that one popped up and made its way into the stands. And it appears everyone's okay over there. Count remains 1-2 on Johansson. Comets still looking for their first out of this 3rd inning. Haywood's pitch. Low and inside, ball 2. Haywood already 4 earned runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts in her 2 innings of work. Smoked foul. Almost hit the 3rd base coach over there.
Johansson has battled in this at bat, fouling a couple pitches off. See if Haywood can get a strikeout here for the first out of the inning.
So the 2-2 popped out of play, and Johansson is battling off of Haywood in this at bat. We'll redo the 2-2. That one in there, strike 3. First out of the inning via the strikeout, as Johansson is retired.
Great pitch there from Haywood. Got to look in on the inside corner, and a huge strikeout for out number 1. Something that the Comets desperately needed there.
And I'll bring up Jada Magdaleno. First pitch in there for a strike. Runners at the corners here for the Chargers. The 0-1 pitch shows bunt. And that one's going to be a ball. The runner from first goes ahead and takes second. You have 2 runners in scoring position here for Cypress. 1-1 is in there for a strike. 1-2 on Magdaleno.
That was Galvez stealing her 4th bag of the year, moving up to scoring position.
The 1-2 goes around, strike 3. Got her with the sword there. 2 outs in the inning.
Beautiful pitch from Haywood, getting her to chase up and way up out of the zone. And 2 huge back-to-back strikeouts from Nevaeh Haywood.
And we'll bring up the catcher, Tina Payne. 0 for 1 this afternoon. First pitch in there for a strike. Haywood has found her groove these last 3 batters.
Yeah, great bounce back from Haywood. Let up a couple hits to start the inning in the home run.
This one popped up into the net. 0-2 on Tina Payne.
Yeah, if you're Haywood, you just got to stay calm out there. You're only down by 1. When you have such a strong offense behind you, there's nothing that you need to worry about out there.
And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. 3 straight strikeouts from Nevaeh Haywood. Ends this rough inning for the Comets. It's 4-3 Cypress. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 3rd.
3 runs on 5 base hits, 2 runners left on base. After 2.5 innings of play, your score now is Cypress 4, Palomar 3.
So we have Anthropology days. Today is the first day. It was pretty much all activities and games, getting people who don't know about anthropology either interested or just introduce them to it.
We're trying to demonstrate the different areas of anthropology and show students that we have a lot to offer and that it can be a great major for a lot of people.
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Comets, the designated player, number 30, Lauren Depping.
And welcome back. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Comets down by 1 run. It's 4-3. And leading off this inning, it's Lauren Depping. That one ripped into left center field. It gets down. Depping heading towards second, and she will be in there. Lead off double off the bat of Lauren Depping.
Beautiful hit there by Depping. First pitch that she saw driven into left center field for a leadoff double.
The Comets are going to pinch run for Depping at second. It'll be Paige McLeod coming in.
For the Comets, pinch running at second base for Depping, number 22, Paige McLeod.
The batter will be Alexis Hui.
And now batting the right fielder, number 15.
She's 1 for 1 with an RBI double in the first inning. That one gets past the catcher, and McLeod takes third base on the wild pitch.
See that pinch runner already coming in huge for the Comets. She's able to take third. Still nobody out in this inning for Palomar. Looking to have an answer from that 3-run inning from Cypress.
So runner at third, 60 feet away. Now this one bounced over the head of the shortstop, and that will tie the game.
Nice hit there from Huey. A little chopper, but it gets over the shortstop's head. That one was in the air forever. Nice RBI base hit. Already her second of the game.
And that's one of those infield grounders where it's hard to tell if you should stay back or come up and charge it. She decides to stay back, takes a bad hop over her head. Just like that, the Comets have tied the game. First pitch to Taylor Armstrong, upstairs for a ball.
Armstrong coming up after that 2 RBI triple back in the first inning.
That one's taking ball 2. The third baseman's playing super in, waiting for the bunt. Looks like we'll have another timeout called here. That one looks like it was called by the Comets.
Comets have a huge chance here to have their own big inning. You saw it last game in game 1. That third inning they put up 6 runs. Already drove one across the plate here. And still nobody out with a runner on. And a strong hitter up to the plate.
The count will be 2-0 on Taylor Armstrong. Runner on first is Alexis Hui. Nobody out in the inning. 2-0. Gets the outside edge for strike 1. That one's up the middle in the center field. Flip to second. Unable to secure it. And both runners will be safe. Nice diving effort by the shortstop. The second baseman unable to keep hold of it.
Yeah, that was a great play by Motes. Keeping that one in the infield and made a nice play. Maldonado unable to secure that little flip. Comets still nobody out in this inning.
Now will bring Dominique Garcia, the catcher. She shows bunt, drops one down right in front of the mound on the first. Both runners advance to second and third. That is the first out of the inning. It's great execution by Garcia, just doing her job, moving the runners over.
The center fielder, number 1, Michelle Gonzalez.
So Giselle Gonzalez up to the plate, 0 for 1 in this game. Smokes that one down the line, just foul.
That was a nice swing of the bat there from Gonzalez. That one stays in play. It's scoring 2.
Comets trying to take back the lead in this ball game. 2 runners in scoring position. 1 out in the inning. Now the 0-1 pitch. Up and in. Evens up the count at 1-1.
That's something with this Palomar team. Even when they're down on the scoreboard, they're never really down with how these bats have been on fire all year, batting nearly 500 as a team.
The pitch. Upstairs. 2-1 now on Gonzalez. Giselle Gonzalez, number 3 in the state in batting average, has been on fire this season. Now this one, ripped into left field. That one's caught. The runner tags, and a horrible throw. Slipped out of the hands of the left fielder, and the Comets have taken a 5-4 lead.
And it looks like Huey wasn't even going to tag up. She stopped about 1/4 of the way, but after that bad throw, she was able to keep going, and the Comets take the lead.
The shortstop, number 4, Nalia Nuano.
So now it'll be Nalia Nuanez with 2 outs in the inning and a runner at second. First pitch. Called a strike. So the Comets have taken back the lead here in this game, in this bottom of the 3rd inning. It's now 5-4. Now 1, strike 2 on the outside corner. Quickly 0-2 on the shortstop. 0 for 1. Oh, just missed. 1-2.
Tucker just begging her to chase that outside pitch.
And the 1-2 pitch. Smack towards third. The shortstop fields it. No throw.
Nice job by Nuanez. Not the pitch that she wanted, but able to put it in play and get on base.
So a blooper off the end of the bat extends the inning, and now it's the top of the order for Brianna Lutz with 2 runners on and 2 outs in this inning. This is not the player Cypress wants to see in this situation right here.
Lutz had a single on her last AB.
Takes the first pitch, low and away for a ball. Lutz somewhat quiet today, I guess you could say, for her usual standards. Now this pitch, swung and a miss. What a hack there.
She's trying to put that one in the parking lot out there, trying to blow this game wide open.
Now 1-1 on Lutz. That one, good eye there, 2-1.
Tucker not giving her anything over the middle to inside part of that plate. If she does, Lutz is sending this one out of here.
Now the 2-1. That one caught by the third baseman, and that will end the inning. So Palomar takes back the lead. It's 5-4 as we head to the top of the 4th inning, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
Leading off the top of the fourth inning.
And we're back here, top of the fourth inning from the beautiful softball stadium here at Palomar College. It's a 5-4 Comets lead in game 2 of our doubleheader. Leading off the inning for Cypress is Madeline Wainia, 0 for 1 this afternoon. Next pitch in there for a strike, evens up the count.
As you see Haywood back out there, kind of struggled in the last inning, gave the 3-run blast, but ended it strongly with 3 straight Ks.
That one misses inside, 2-1 on Wainia. Now this one is going to get down for a hit after a diving effort. Tips off the glove of Gonzalez, and Wainia reaches on a single.
Gonzalez almost made that beautiful diving grab out there in left center field.
The left fielder, number 15, Jazzy Lopez.
She had about an inch or two more to a ring span. She would have snagged that one.
So it'll bring up Jazzy Lopez, the left fielder. She's 1 for 1. First bunt goes foul for a strike. Had a single in her first at bat.
She was the one last inning that started that huge explosion for Cypress.
Cypress is going to have a pinch runner over at first base. It's going to be Dempsey Wood that comes in to run for Wainia at first.
Wood has 4 stolen bases on the
For
year.
the Chargers, pinch running at first
Wondering what
base,
Cypress's
leading
game
off,
plan is.
Number 77, Dempsey Wood.
So runner on first, nobody out. 0-1 is the count. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's a ball. Bunts it, pops it back, and it's 1-2 on Lopez. Now Haywood's 1-2. Now this one's popped up into left field. Armstrong under it. Falls but secures it. The runner from first tags towards second. Will be in there safely. So Lopez is retired on the pop out. And the runner Wood will move to second.
The center fielder, number 7.
And it'll be the top of the order. Ania Kyle walked and singled so far today. Before we get to that, we'll have a pitching change as Maddie Bedoya is going to come in for Nevaeh Haywood.
Haywood just goes 3 1/3 inning, giving up 7 hits on 4 runs.
And Bedoya pitched in game 1, struck out 4 batters in that game. She'll come in here trying to keep this team up on top. To all you watching, make sure you are subscribed to the Palomar Athletics page, your home for Palomar sports. Make sure to like the stream. Stay tuned for all of our future events, softball, men's volleyball, all the other sports that this Palomar school has to offer. So Bedoya's in. And her first pitch, low for a ball, gets behind the catcher. Wood will take third on the pass ball.
Not the start you want to see from Bedoya, putting one in the dirt. Gets past the catcher.
So now the tying run's at third. One out in the inning. This one in there for a strike, evens the count up at 1-1.
Kyle had a single on her last plate appearance.
This one drops right in front of the plate, over to first in time.
Nice play there by the Comet defense. That bunt was right in front of the catcher, able to fire it to first and hold the runner at third. Beautiful play from Palomar.
Now there's 2 outs in the inning. And it'll be Michaela Modis, who hit a home run in her last at bat. She grounds this one. Lutz cuts it off over to first. That will end the inning. So Bedoya comes in, gets 2 outs in the Comets. And it looks like we're going to have, looks like it was called a foul ball.
They said she fouled it off her foot, or what was the call there?
So we're going to redo this.
This would be a huge break if Cypress ends up getting that tying run across.
So it'll be a strike. And the count should be 0-2. So 0-2 on Modis. We'll see if Bedoya can finish her off this time. Strike 3. Got her looking. The Comets stay up on top. It's 5-4 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. And we'll be right back after this quick break.
Hi, welcome to Palomar. We are so excited to welcome you back for the fall 2024 semester. Go Comets!
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Comets, the second baseman, number 11, Josephine Huberger.
And we're back for the bottom of the 4th inning. Comets up 5-4. And it's going to be Josephine Huberger to lead things off this inning.
Huberger is 1 for 2 today. She had a bunt single in her last at-bat.
First pitch smacked foul down the third base line. It's 0-1.
Didn't look like Huberger really wanted to swing at that one. Looked like a little check swing that time.
On the 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt. Up and away for a ball.
Huberger looking for her second bunt single, it looks like.
Now the 1-1. Just missed. 2-1. Cypress is wondering where that call was. That one gets the outside corner, evens it up at 2-2 on Huberger. Two, just missed, evens, takes the count to 3-2. Goes the other way with it into left field. Huberger with a nice approach there. Reaches first on that single.
Great job by Josephine Huberger, able to slap that one into left field with 2 strikes.
So now the batter will be Zoe Karam.
First baseman, number 16.
1 for 2 in this ball game. A double in her first at bat, and she had 2 homers in game 1. First pitch. Taken for a ball.
Karam looking to do even more damage off of Tucker. 2 homers in the first game, a double in this one.
This one smoked right to third, and they're going to double up the runner at first. So the ball smoked off the bat of Karam, and it doubles up Huberger at first. So next up for the Comets will be Lauren Depping.
The designated player.
Just hit by
number 30,
pitch in the
Lauren
first
Depping.
at bat, doubled in the 3rd inning. Now smokes this one into left center field, and it is gone! Big fly off the bat of Lauren Depping, and it's a 6-4 ball game.
Everyone in this ballpark knew that was gone. The Cypress outfielders just watch and admire that ball fly out of this ballpark.
An absolute missile off the bat of Lauren Depping, and it's now a 2-run Comets lead.
Depping belts her 6th home run this year, and in a huge spot. Now up 2 against Cypress.
Now batting the right fielder, number 15, Alexis Huey.
Now Alexis Huey will come up with 2 outs in the inning. First pitch, low for a ball.
The ball has been flying out of this ballpark for Palomar.
This one fouled back. 1-1 on Alexis Huey. Single and a double so far this afternoon, along with an RBI. This one smoked. Shortstop over to first, not in time. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. And that will keep this inning alive. And we'll bring up Taylor Armstrong, the left fielder.
The left fielder, number 10, Taylor Armstrong.
Comets have done a great job in this game with some nice 2-out hitting.
First pitch taken for a strike by the left fielder Armstrong. 2 RBI triple in the first inning, a single in the third inning. Takes that one low, 1-1. That one outside for a strike, 1-2 now on Armstrong. Comets up 6-4, courtesy of a home run off Depping. Now 2-2. The 2-2. Into center field, and it's going to drop and get down. That will extend this inning further.
Saw the center fielder Kyle out there, which started to take off for that pop-up, kind of lost her footing out there, unable to drop for another 2-out base hit for the Comets.
We're going to have a pinch hitter coming in for Dominique Garcia. It's going to be Samantha Garcia coming in here. So Garcia for Garcia. Runners at first and second with 2 outs.
Garcia pinch in the last game and was hit by the pitch.
That one outside for a ball. 1-0 on Garcia. The 1-0 pitch. Pulled on it down to first, and that will end the inning. But Lauren Depping with a solo shot to center extends the lead to 6-4. So we head to the top of the 5th inning, and we'll be right back.
Woke up this morning with the sunrise in my eyes. Just like a new day, a breath of fresh air in my life.
I have a job today in television because of the hands-on experience I received at Palomar College. From the state-of-the-art equipment and diverse programs to the amazing faculty, it's everything you need to be successful in today's industry. Palomar College, learning for success.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Chargers, the right fielder number 11, Carly Parmington.
We're back for the top of the 5th inning here. Comets up by 2, 6-4. Brings up Carly Parmenter. That one outside for a ball. Popped up. A nice play by a person in the stands there to catch that one. Count will be 1-1 on Parmenter. Bedoya's pitch. Just missed for ball 2. Now ball 3 on the right fielder. Parmenter 2 for 2, single and a double in this game. And a ball 4 there, so Bedoya walks the batter Parmenter. It'll bring up Michaela Galaviz.
Galaviz is a single and RBI in this game.
Takes that first pitch for a strike. Now the 0-1 pitch. Lays down a bunt. Karam fields it over to first, gets the out at first base. And Parmenter moves over to second. It'll bring up Amanda Johansson to the dish. Struck out looking in her last at bat. Also walked today. First one low and away for a ball. Swung on and missed. Evens the count up at 1-1. This one grounded. Lutz over to first in time. 2 outs now for the Comets.
Nice job by Lutz holding that runner at second, still able to fire it in time for out number 2.
The next batter will be, looks like we're gonna have a substitution. It'll be Jada Maldonado coming in, pinch hitting. A 250 hitter.
She played in game 1 and went 0 for 3 at the plate.
For the Chargers, pinch hitting for Magdalena, number 10, Jada Maldonado.
So there's 2 out in the inning. Maldonado, the pinch hitter. A runner at second for Cypress. First pitch down the middle for a strike.
Bedoya has been on fire all game.
The 0-1 pitch. That one fouled down to the right field net. So Bedoya has her 0-2. Just missed there.
That was a great pitch there from Maddie Bedoya. Just missed the zone.
Now the count's 1-2 on Maldonado. Bedoya's pitch. Upstairs, 2-2 now. This one dribbled down the third base line, goes foul. Count remains 2-2 on Maldonado, the pinch hitter. Runner on second is Parmenter, walked earlier this inning. And the 2-2. Strike three, Bedoya gets out of the inning. And it's still 6-4 Comets lead as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. And we'll be right back.
Chargers are retired in the top of the fifth inning. No runs, no hits, one runner left. For the Chargers, Jada Maldonado will remain in the game and play second base. Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Comets, the center fielder, number 1, Gisela Gonzalez.
At the bottom of the fifth inning, Comets up to bat. It's Giselle Gonzalez. 0 for 1 in the ball game. She also has an RBI courtesy of a sac fly.
That first pitch from Tucker way low, about 3 feet out in front of home plate.
Shows bunt. That one's going to be a strike on Gonzalez. She rips that one foul down the left field line. That one went over the fence out there.
Dang, that was a shot from Giselle Gonzalez that time.
Just barely unable to keep that one fair. So it's 1-2 on Gonzalez. Pops this one up into right field and caught by the right fielder for the first out of the inning. We're going to have a pinch hitter come in for Nuanez. It'll be Lauren Stelly coming up to the dish.
Stelly coming into this game batting .278 on the year.
12 in, 4 out. 12 in, 4 out.
For the Comets, pitch hitting for Nuanez, number 12, Lauren Staley.
So Staley will come into this game in Nuanez's spot here. 1 out in the inning. Tucker's pitch. Popped up down the line. No one's there.
Would love Staley was able to get on, so this top of the order can rake and drive her in.
Staley hitting .278 this season. This one's popped up, almost within reach of a.
That was your chance, Connor.
I should have dove out for that one. Probably would have caught it.
100%.
I also would have had a broken arm or broken leg too.
You're an athletic specimen though. You got it.
So the 0-2 pitch, down low for a ball. One of these days, the ball is going to pop up and it's going to fall right into our hands.
Connor's been waiting for that chance.
Swung on and missed. Stelly is retired. 2 outs in the inning.
Third baseman, number 21, Brianna Lutz.
The lineup card will flip over. It's Brianna Lutz with 2 outs here.
Comets have gotten all 6 runs with 2 outs. Let's see if Lutz can do it again here.
Takes the first one, low and away for a ball. That one misses. 2-0 on Lutz.
Some chirping coming from the fans towards the home plate umpire.
2-0 fouled back into the net. 2-1 on Brianna Lutz. She pops this one up down the left field line and goes foul.
That one just barely out of play. And with Lutz's speed, probably could have turned that into a double.
She almost just dropped that one in there down the line. Instead, the count's 2-2, 2 out in the inning. The pitch. Outside, full count on Lutz.
Great take there from Lutz, not chasing anything outside, looking for something on that middle to inside part of the plate.
Lutz has yet to strike out this season. So disciplined at the plate. She loops this one into center field. And she'll reach with a 2-out single.
Beautiful piece of 2-strike hitting. Able to get that outside pitch, just ground it back up the middle. And another 2-out hit from the Comets.
Second baseman,
So it'll bring up Josephine Huberger. 2 singles in this ball game. First one low for a ball. 1-0 is outside for a strike. 1-1. Now the 1-1 on Huberger. So it's 2-1. Lutz the runner at first, 2 outs in this inning. Huberger smokes it down the line and out of play.
That one was ripped off the bat from Huberger.
So the count's even 2-2 with 2 outs in this inning. Comets up 6-4. The pitch. Outside, ball 3. Lutz, the runner at first, will get moving on the pitch. And the 3-2. Ripped into center field, and that will end the inning. So no runs for the Comets in the bottom of the 5th. Still a 6-4 ball game as we head to the top of the 6th inning. And we'll be right back.
After 5 innings of play, your score, Palomar 6, Cypress 4.
So, it's time to think about college. But what are you going to study? Let us help. We're Palomar College, and we train for success. How about architecture? We equip students with the technical and critical thinking skills needed to design a successful career. Learn the ins and outs of commercial and residential structures and access cutting-edge technology through virtual training, walking through environments created by you. Earn an associate's degree and enter the workforce as a draftsperson or 3D modeler. Or take your education farther, transfer to a university, and become a licensed architect. And if you already work in this field but want to enhance your career, we have pathways to help you achieve your advancement goals. We have partnerships with leading universities, making the Palomar Architecture program a cut above the rest. Your new career in architecture is waiting, and Palomar will get you there.
Top of the 6th inning here from Palomar College, 6-4. Comets lead over Cypress. First pitch for Maddie Bedoya,
Number 4.
taken low for a ball.
Payne.
It's Tina Payne, the catcher, up to the plate.
She's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout.
She swings at a pitch upstairs, fouls it back.
Nice pitch there from Bedoya, able to jam her. Evens up the count 1-1.
Now Bedoya is 1-1. Bounces low. 2-1 now. Rip to the shortstop. Nuanez able to bat it down, but the runner Payne will be safe at first base. So good effort from Nuanez to at least keep it in front of her.
The first baseman, number 3, Madeline Wynea.
And we'll bring up Madeline Wynea. One for 2 this afternoon. Shows bunt. Sends that one foul.
See the corners crashing as soon as she showed bunt.
The 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt again. Pulls it back that time, 1-1 on Wainea.
Payne getting frisky out there on the base pass, thinking about taking two.
She shows bunt. Pulls it back 2-1 now. She drops this one down and it goes foul. So 2-2 on the first baseman. Now Bedoya winds and the 2-2. That one fouled back. Swung on and missed, strike three. Bedoya with another strikeout today. That's her third already. And there's one out in the inning.
Great job there, getting her to chase on that low and outside pitch. Just kind of threw her bat at it. Nice strikeout there from Bedoya.
There'll be another pinch hitter here for Cypress. It's going to be Lane Barnes coming in for Jazzy Lopez.
For the Chargers, pinch hitting for Lopez, number 5, Lane Barnes.
Barnes just has a .63 batting average so far. Just one hit in 16 at-bats.
The first pitch. She shows bunt. That one tips the bat and goes foul. One out, runner on first. And the 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt again. The Comets, they're close to getting that runner at first, caught slipping over there.
Yeah, Payne gets about a third of the way to second base on nearly every pitch.
So the 1-1. Shows bunt, drops it, cramp over to first. In time, 2 outs now in the inning. The lineup will turn back over. It's the leadoff hitter, Nania Kyle.
Number 7, Nania Kyle.
First pitch upstairs. Ball 1.
Kyle is 1 for 2 in this game with a single and a walk and has scored twice.
Fouls the next one back, 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled back again. So 1-2 with 2 outs in the inning.
2 straight pitches have been up high. That last one, check swing foul. She's going to try to change the eye level here, give her something in the dirt, or a swing and a miss.
The 1-2. Just missed on the outside edge. Evens the count up at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. Kyle battling here against Bedoya. This one's grounded. Second baseman Huberger there. Over to first. Not in time.
Kyle flew down the base pass. Able to beat out the arm that time. Nice 2-out hit. Now runners on the corners for Cypress. Looking to try and tie this game up.
So there'll be runners at the corners now.
The shortstop, number 24, Michaela Motis.
2 outs in the inning. Michaela Motis is up. Taps that one foul down the first base line. Motis homered back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, she had that huge blast out the left center field that gave her team the lead. Luckily, Counts were able to get it right back in that same inning.
The 0-1's fouled back. 0-2. That homer from Motis, the first home run of the season for Cypress. The number 5 ranked team in the state had yet to homer before Motis found one over the wall in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, and that was against a great pitcher in Haywood. Just not her day today.
So the 0-2 from Bedoya. Just missed. Runner Kyle steals second base on that pitch.
Kyle's second steal of the game.
Now the 1-2 from Bedoya. Winds in the pitch. Fouls that one back. And the 1-2 again. Upstairs, ball 2.
Bedoya fired that one in there. You heard the pop with the glove from the catcher. Trying to just blow her away and get out of this inning.
So the count's even 2-2. 2 outs, runners at second and third. And the pitch. Good block there from catcher Garcia. And the count will be full, 3-2.
Yeah, that would have been a huge play if that ball got past. Tying run on second.
Bedoya get it done here on the 3-2. Into center field, and it's going to get down and past the center fielder Gonzalez. 2 runs will score, and the ball game is tied. And safe at third base is Michaela Motis.
Motis has ice in her veins. When she stepped up to the plate in 2 big situations in this game, she has driven in now 5 runs. 5 out of the 6 for the Chargers here today.
Just like that, this game is tied 6-6 in the top of the 6th inning. Bedoya had her down 0-2. Now Motis on third base with a triple. First pitch in there for a strike. The batter Carly Parmenter. She's 2 for 2. So the go-ahead runners at third base. Next one upstairs for a ball. What a completely different story this game has been from game one.
Yeah, the Cypress offense has been on fire here in game two.
Next pitch down low, 2-1 on Parmenter.
That first game there, just 2 runs off of 6 hits. This one, 6 runs off of 10. Completely different mindset for both teams here in game two. As we mentioned, these are 2 top 5 teams in the state battling it out here in this doubleheader. Cypress sent home Palomar in the state playoffs last year.
So the Cypress head coach calling a timeout here to talk with his batter.
If you're Palomar, you're still in a great spot. Still a tie game. You're going to have 2 more opportunities come to the plate with the heart of the order coming up to start the 6th. Just need to get out of this inning, limit the damage.
So the count is 2-1 on Carly Parmenter, the right fielder. Runner at third, 2 outs in the inning. Bedoya's pitch. That one's fouled away. 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. That one into right field. Garcia there, and that will end the inning, but the Cypress Chargers score 2 runs to tie it at 6 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning.
The Chargers are retired.
We can see so clear. Ooh, we can see so clear.
So, it's time to think about college. But what are you going to study? Let us help. We're Palomar College, and we train for success. The transportation sector is rapidly shifting from fossil fuels to alternative fuels. The demand for qualified technicians has never been higher. Our program addresses the current needs of the industry with an eye toward the future. Your new career in zero-emissions vehicle technologies is waiting, and Palomar will get you there.
We're back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a tie game, 6-6 between the number 5 Cypress Chargers and the number 2 Palomar Comets. Leading things off for the Comets will be Zoe Karam. Has a double in this ball game, had 2 homers in game 1. First pitch ripped foul down the right field line. The 0-1 pitch to Karam. This one's popped up in the right center field. The right fielder is there to make the catch as Karam is retired. It's going to bring up Lauren Depping, who has a double and a home run in this game. We'll see what you can do here. Tied up at 6 apiece. First one low, ball one. She pops this one up sky high. The shortstop is there, and 2 outs in the inning. So a quick 2 outs here as the Comets are trying to strike and take back this lead.
And quick 2 outs has been kind of the story all day for Palomar, driving in all 6 runs with 2 outs. Tucker's done a great job getting the 2 outs, just struggling to get that third.
Batter is Alexis Hui. 3 for 3 in the ball game, 2 RBIs. First pitch was in there for a strike. Now she smacks this one. Shortstop there. Nice play over to first, not in time. Pulled the first baseman off the bag.
Another 2-out hit for the Comets.
The Cypress coach has something to say about that call there.
Checking the bag out there.
I mean, either way, it looks like Hui beat that throw out regardless.
Yeah. I honestly thought it was a tie, or she beat it by a step. The umpire called her off the bag. The Cypress head coach unhappy with that call out there with his catcher's mitt, trying to show him how it's done.
The next batter will be Taylor Armstrong. She's 3 for 3, triple and 2 singles. Palomar tries to take back the lead in this ball game. First pitch, ball one. This one grounded the shortstop, goes to second, and that will end the inning. So we head to the top of the 7th inning, all tied up at 6. And don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Are you interested in how language and communication can help shed light on global issues, struggles, and stories? Are you fascinated by building a world where people connect to each other through language, philosophy, ideas, and cultural expression? If so, then Humanities and Languages is the right Palomar pathway for you. This pathway prepares you to transfer to the UCs, CSUs, private and out-of-state universities. Or you can earn a certificate or degree and go straight to work. Some of the degrees and certificates in this pathway include American Sign Language or English Translation and Interpreting, English, Philosophy, and World Languages. Ready to learn more? To view all of the degrees and certificates in the Humanities and Languages pathway, be sure to visit the Palomar Pathways Mapper on the college website.
Leading off the top of the 7th for the Chargers, the third baseman, number 6, Michaela Galaviz.
Top of the 7th inning here from Palomar College. We're all tied up at 6 between Cypress and Palomar. Maddie Bedoya still out there on the mound. Leading off is Michaela Galaviz. That one's low for a ball. Strike one, 1-1.
Nice pitch there, catching the inside part of the plate.
This one's fouled off towards the right side. 1-2 now on the third baseman. And the 1-2 pitch. Grounded to the shortstop. Nuanez bobbles it over to first. Not in time. So Galavis safe at first. It's going to bring up the designated player, Amanda Johansson.
The designated player, number 42, Amanda Johansson.
She shows bunt. They're going to call that one foul.
Johansson is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Are they going to make a sub mid at bat? I think they are.
It looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here after one pitch. Looks like it's going to be number 1, Aaliyah Hill for Cypress coming in.
She's coming in with a .419 batting average. Just 2 RBIs.
So Hill will come in already down 0-1 in the count.
Kind of a weird spot to bring in a pinch hitter. They were there looking for Johansson to just lay the bunt down. Couldn't get the job done. See if the game plan changes with Hill at the plate.
Runner on first is Galavis. 0-1 on Hill. She drops down a bunt right in front of the catcher. On to first in time. Galavis advances to second.
Nice throw there from Lutz, firing that one in to get the quick out.
Second baseman, number 10, Jada Maldonado.
Next at bat will be Jada Maldonado. She shows bunt. That was in there for a strike.
Maldonado struck out in her last plate appearance. She pinch hit.
And the 0-1 pitch shows bunt, drops it foul, and it's 0-2.
Cypress trying to get that lead run out at second to advance to third.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Into right field. Caught. Runner from second tags to third. She'll be in there safely. And there will be 2 outs in the inning with a runner on third. The next batter will be Tina Payne. 1 for 3 in the ball game. A single and a strikeout. First one up for a ball.
That lead run just 60 feet away in this huge 7th inning in game 2 of this doubleheader.
This one grounded to third. Lutz on to first. And that will end the inning. So we're tied at 6, heading to the bottom of the 7th. Can the Comets walk it off? Stay tuned as we'll be right back.
The Chargers are retired in the top of the 7th. No runs, no hits. There was one Palomar error, one runner left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 6th.
Automotive technology is more than just the world of repairing vehicles. We have a lot of administrative roles that have to support our automotive repair.
I'd say it's a great practical skill to know, even if you don't plan on going into the field.
You get to bring in your car, and whatever we're learning about, you can fix it on your car.
It's cool to learn like different services that I can do on my car, so I can do them myself.
One of my previous students is now making $80,000 a year after 3 years in the industry.
Right now, I thought I knew somewhat about cars, and this is teaching me just what I don't know.
We have a full machine shop which is available, and we have engine rebuilding. So we have the most intense classes all the way up to basic classes in order to give a little something for everybody here.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Comets, the catcher, number 2.
And we're here.
Garcia.
It's the bottom of the 7th inning, all tied up at 6. And leading things off for the Comets is Dominic Garcia.
Garcia pinch hit for in her last AB, 0 for 2 so far today.
Takes that first one in there for a strike. Comets looking to sweep Cypress here in this doubleheader.
They have a chance to do it big time with a walk-off.
That one low. 1-1 now on Garcia.
8-9-1 due up for the Comets in this inning.
Two and one now on the catcher. This one ripped foul. 2-2.
Gonzalez in that last game, similar spot. She led it off with a triple. See if she can do something similar here. Just get on base. Comets will be in good position.
This one into left field. And run down by the left fielder for the first out of the inning. And it'll bring up Giselle Gonzalez, the center fielder. 0 for 2 with an RBI. This one ripped down the line, foul. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled back, 0-2 now on Giselle Gonzalez. Outside, ball 1. So 1-2. One out in the inning, all tied up at 6. This one into left field, and it's going to get behind the left fielder. Gonzalez heads to second, and she's in there with a double.
Huge hit there from Gonzalez. Line that one to left field. Able to skip past Lopez out there. And now the winning run on second for Nuanez.
That one misplayed by the left fielder Lopez. Bounces in front of her and then off the glove. Allows Gonzalez to get into scoring position at second. And it brings the shortstop Nalia Nuanez up to the plate. The chance to win it here. Pops it up left field. This one's going to drop. And Gonzalez into third safely. Runners at the corner, one out. Nuanez is able to just drop it in there between the shortstop and left fielder. And now who else but Brianna Lutz up to the plate with the game on the line.
Lutz has a chance to do something special. Sweep the doubleheader here against the number 5 ranked team in the state. And all she needs is just a ball to the outfield. The speed of Gonzalez can tag up and score. Well, we're going to have to wait with another timeout from the Chargers head coach.
Lutz already has a game-winning home run earlier this season in a game a few weeks ago. She's the number 1 ranked player in terms of batting average in the state. The best player on this Comets team will come up with 2 runners on for a chance to send the Comets home with a W.
You kind of said something earlier, it's been a quiet day, at least for her standards. But now she has a chance to make an absolute explosion. She got the game-winning run across last game to run Rule Cypress in five innings. Now a chance to do a legit walk-off hit. She needs to do exactly what she did last game. Hit a ball to the outfield, and the Comets are going to walk out of this one 2-0 against Cypress.
So the winning run stands at third base, 60 feet away. Lutz is up to the plate, and we will see what she can do here. Tied up 6-6 in the bottom of the 7th inning. You got number 5 ranked Cypress, number 2 Palomar. First pitch, ball 1.
She does not want to pitch to Lutz. You can tell just by that first pitch, way up and away. Lutz, one of the best players in JUCO. Can she do something special?
2-0 here. I mean, it doesn't get much easier after Lutz. Huberger has been pretty good at the plate today and great all season. So 3-0, they're just going to walk Lutz. Don't even want to give her a chance. And a 4-pitch walk will load up the bases. And it'll be Josephine Huberger coming up to the dish. With bases loaded, 1 out in the inning. Comets just need a 1 run to win this game.
I want to see Huberger do something huge here. Thought that she would be the easier out than Lutz. Wouldn't it be nice if she was able to send one out of here?
So the infield, the infield will be playing in. First pitch, called a strike outside.
All these pitches from Tucker outside. Not trying to give the Comets anything over the heart of the plate. See what Huberger can do.
Now the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 1-1 on Huberger.
Tucker's not putting anything close.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1 now. Winning run is at third base. 2-1. In there. 2-2 now. Count is even at 2-2. 1 out in the inning. Bases loaded in a 6-6 ball game. Bottom of the 7th. And she thought it was ball 4. It's only ball 3. So it's 3-2. Huberger thought it was ball 4.
Full count here. Let's see what Tucker has for Huberger. It's got to be over the plate. Definitely don't want to walk in the game-winning run. See what Huberger can do. Full count.
And the 3-2. Smoke down the line, foul.
And that would have done it. That was just a few feet more to the right. Huberger trying to win it for the Comets. Sweep Cypress.
So we'll redo the 3-2 count here. Bases are loaded. Tied up at 6 here in the 5-2 matchup of this doubleheader. Huberger into left field. Caught.
And it was a ball hit to the outfield, but just too hard and too shallow for the runner to tag up. And now 2 outs, but bases juiced for Zoe Karam, who has already hit 2 home runs in this game. Both came off of the pitcher Tucker. Would be a magical spot if she can do it again here and send the Comets away with 2 wins against Cyprus.
Now there's 2 outs in the inning, and Zoe Karam is up. The first pitch to her. Right down the middle for strike 1. That was the pitch she wanted.
I don't think she's going to see another pitch like that the entire at-bat. That was her pitch to hit there.
She's down 0-1. Comets need 1 run to win it. This one into deep center field. This one's going to go. Goal! Walk-off home run. Grand slam. Zoe Karam, a 3-homer day, and the Comets sweep Cyprus at home.
And Karam, as you mentioned, her 3rd homer of the day, sent that one off the scoreboard out there in center field. And Palomar takes down Cyprus in both games today.
And the Comets have won 20 straight games as the number 2 team in the state takes down number 5 at home in both games of the doubleheader. And Zoe Karam, player of the day, 3-homer day, a walk-off grand slam.
What a way to end it. We were questioning that first pitch take. She knew what was coming, sent that one way out of here. Comets, what a day. Not just 2 wins, but 2 wins against a top 5 ranked opponent. Palomar's not a team that you want to mess with coming down the stretch of this season. What a way to end it. Zoe Karam, walk-off grand slam, looking like Freddie Freeman in game 1.
And now Palomar with 20 straight wins improves to 24-2 on the season. And don't be surprised if this team ends up with the number 1 ranking in a few weeks. So thank you everyone for tuning into these 2 streams today. From Trevor Tanner, I'm Connor Larson. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time for the next stream.
Maddie Bedoya is the winning pitcher in game 2 as well. The record now 13-0 on this season. There were 2 home runs hit in the game in game 2. For Cypress, Michaela Matus, her first homer of the year. And for the Comets, Lauren Depping with her 6th round tripper of the season. not to mention the walk-off grand slam by Zoe Karam. So with her third home run of the day, Zoe Karam now leads the team with 8 home runs.